the Boston Pop spring season is officially underway, and there is still time to apply to the Fidelity Investments Young Artists competition.
Joining us now, of course, conductor of the Boston Pops, Keith Lockhart. Thanks so much for coming back.
Thanks, Kate. Thanks for having me. Hi, Brianna.
Tell us a little bit about the competition. Obviously, we've covered this on the show, but remind us about the competition and how it's going so far this year.
Well, the relationship between Fidelity Investments and the Boston Pops goes back a long way, and for the last 17 years, it has manifested itself in this Fidelity Young Artists competition, which is an extraordinary, unique competition, I think, among all orchestras, in that we, as the Boston Pops, we play every kind of music, so we welcome performers, high school performers from all high schools in the Commonwealth to show us their best stuff and audition, and they can be classical musicians, they can be folk artists, they can be singer-songwriters, they can have a rock band, they can have a jazz band, they can play Asian traditional instruments, I mean, you know, and all of those things are welcome under the umbrella of the Boston Pops, and the lucky winners perform with us on stage in Boston Pops concerts this spring.
Such an incredible opportunity. What are you looking for in applicants? How could someone set themselves apart in the competition?
Well, certainly we're looking for talent, we're looking for application, we're looking for a unique sense of presence on the stage, the things that make a great performer. And we have had such a broad variety of really extraordinary young people who have joined us on stage over the years, some of whom have gone on to really great things, and I think all of them have benefited from, you know, polishing their abilities to this level.
I love what you said before, that this really inspires you because you've been doing this for a long time, but to see the youth come, and what does it do for you, this competition? Because I know that it also excites you personally.
I think for me and for my colleagues in the orchestra, all of us have been involved in this our entire lives, and you know, eventually you start to take things for granted. The thrill of going out on stage, when you go out on stage a couple hundred times a year, begins, you know, to dim a little bit. This reminds us of how exciting it is, how blessed we are as performers to be able to give this kind of magic to an audience, and seeing their excitement, seeing the way they pump themselves up for performances, but also seeing the skill levels and not only the skills, but the application of those skills is really inspiring to all of us.
Members of your team have been going around to local schools and speaking with the students about the competition. So what are they telling them about applying and getting ready if they're going to try out for this?
Well, I believe you guys have a QR code or something to show us about how to do this, but if you go to BSO.org and look up Fidelity Young Artists Competition, you will get all the information about how to apply. The deadline is, I believe, March 11th, so you still have a little bit of time. And if you have what it takes, all those instructions will be there about how to get a video together, and that will bring the semifinalists in for an in-person interview, and onward to the top, we hope.
You talk a little bit about seeing people be excited for things. We have to thank you for, Liam and I got to read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" with the Holiday Pops.
You were very good.
Year, and we were so nervous. Literally, both Liam and I say it's the greatest thing we've ever done in our careers here.
You're doing it now.
Here we are. It was such a lovely thing. You doing this and letting people do this with you. And what's that like for you to have all these people come up and get to do this with you?
Well, the Boston Pops, Holiday Pops, has really become such a community tradition here, and it's just another way to bring in all the facets of our community. A lot of you who got prominent in the media world. We bring in sports heroes and politicians, and we really try to make it a community celebration. Last year was the 200th anniversary of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas's publication, so this was a very special year that you joined us.
I could die a happy woman now.
I know. I remember that day. They were freaking out. They don't get nervous. They were so nervous.
Yes, thank you. It was the greatest thing. And not only that, just going to the Holiday Pops is my favorite holiday tradition in Boston. So thank you for all that you do with that, too, because it's really just such a special time.
It's such a pleasure.
And my daughters think I'm cool, finally, because I did that. Anyway, thank you for coming in. A final word about this contest. What do you want to say to the kids out there who maybe think that they're not good enough to try this?
I really think being a performer is about letting go of the side of the pool, being not afraid to go out in there and jump into the swim. We are a very friendly bunch of people. It's a great place to get some feedback into your performance and maybe even what you need to work on. So don't worry if you don't think you're quite there. Go for it.